Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Anthony Zamfoti, and for Timelord Weekend 2020, I think I'd like to take you on a Timelord adventure and give you a tour of VIN 1235. I purchased VIN 1235 at DMC Midwest in March of 2019, after months of searching for a car. This one was sitting all by itself, and I had a really good feeling that this was the one. It is an April 81 build, so as you can see it has the gas flap hood and the dark gray wheels. Also, the fascias still have their original paint. A little trivia I like to tell people at car shows is that my car still has the original tape marks from when the styrofoam was removed that protected the cars during shipment. On to the power plant. 1235 still has the original PRV V6 engine and has about 25,000 miles on it. This engine was outfitted with the Island Twin Turbo Kit. Since last year, I have been cleaning up the engine bay and replacing parts that are prone to failure due to age, fuel lines being number one. An eye-catching component here is the tiny coolant reservoir. It seems to attract a lot of attention from other DeLorean owners, and I can say that the engine works just fine with it. Here are one of the IHI turbos on the driver's side. And over here is the other one tucked away on the passenger side. The engine is really cleaned up nicely with some mild cleaning supplies and a soft wire brush wheel. I did take it upon myself this past year to get more comfortable working on the engine. I have replaced the water pump and various components down to the valley and all coolant and vacuum hoses. I also had to replace both exhaust manifolds, as each one had a small crack due to the weight of the turbos. Being specific to the Island kit, new manifolds were not easy to track down. So to prevent this from happening again, I fabricated a couple hangers from the turbos. My goal is to preserve the Island kit as long as I can, plus I don't mind having that little extra pep in the PRV. A couple other projects I did was to upgrade the alternator and remove all the brown wires from it. And of course this led to other ideas, so I cleaned up and rerouted the wire harness as well. And also then I replaced the original battery cables and cleaned all my ground points. Well, alright, let's see how she sounds. On the inside, I upgraded my stock Craig stereo to a nice Pioneer head unit with a flip-up screen. I wanted something more up-to-date and music streaming friendly. I know that the screen is blocking the vents, but this stereo has a couple really nice features. Not only can I display some static time circuits, but I can fully operate the stereo without the screen and tilt the screen forward or backwards when it is deployed. Here, I'll demonstrate how that works. This allows the vents to deflect air off the back of the screen and into the cabin, which is a big help during summer. One of my favorite safety upgrades was installing LED headlights. This upgrade was done using a write-up that Dave Tavers did a while back. For my upgrade, I went with the recommended 6000K cool white bulbs by Lightning Dark. Nearly every other light bulb inside and out was replaced as well. I did this not only for safety, but also for taking some of the load off the electrical system. And the LED lights give the car a very modern and crisp look. My car also has the addition of a C4 third brake light, which blends in very well with the louvers. On the inside, the only bulbs that are still incandescent are the battery voltage light and the glove box light. If I could critique any of the lighting upgrades I have done, it would be this little green guy here. I may possibly return this to an incandescent or a dimmer LED, as the light is on at all times when the headlights are on, and at night it is quite brilliant and can be a distraction while driving. And over here you can see the new turbo boost gauge lit up that we just installed and looks really great at night. Due to the pandemic and the lack of physical car shows this year, I have taken into photographing 1235 and using creative editing to make some unique photos of the car. As I took to social media platforms like Instagram with these pictures, I began to get a lot of attention not only from the local Chicago car scene, but worldwide, and thus began my Timelord Adventures. Doing this has opened a whole new world as I have met and spoken with people from all walks of life, from synthwave musical artists to a very excited barkeeper's friend employee. 1235 has brought joy and adventures to my life in ways I never dreamed. To me, the DeLorean is more than just a movie car. It is a testament to what can be done if you put your mind to something. The car itself was built around such a fascinating story, not only about John DeLorean, but also every person involved in its creation, production, and everything in between. Most importantly, I have learned what a beautiful community there is and that I get to be a part of it. I have wanted to own a DeLorean since the early 80s, but the journey did not really start for me until the late 2000s when I was introduced to the Brandeis family, who mentored me about the DeLorean universe and ultimately led to my relationship with Mike at DMC Midwest, where I purchased 1235. I would like to give a huge thank you to the Brandeis for keeping the DeLorean weekend alive during these times, and also hats off to all who helped make this happen. I appreciate the wonderful opportunity to be part of DeLorean Weekend 2020. Thank you.